Problem is that most political parties, representatives at whatever level, believe that they are the new kings of India. They behave most arrogantly and believe they have a right of way above every citizen. Shobha De with us tonight. YP Singh, former IPS officer. Shaina NC of the BJP. Baba Siddiqui of the Congress leader from Mumbai and MLA. Rahul Narvekar, would you first like to, I think one of your eminent leaders was also part of this group of MLAs that carried out this beating. So on behalf of your party, would you like to apologize? Not just to that policeman, but to all the people of Maharashtra, the people of Mumbai and the people of India for this horrible display of political arrogance. Because if you apologize today, Rahul Narvekar, perhaps people might, some people might forgive what happened today, but if you don't, then well, it's your choice. What would you like to do?
Well, Arnab, at the outset, I would like to state with a great sense of grief that the incident that took place today has brought absolute disgrace to this illustrious institution called Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, which has always been known for its high standards of parliamentary principles, high quality of debate, also known as one of the most premium assemblies in the country today. However, incidents like this have brought utter shame to the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. This needs to be condemned by one and all. Now, coming to your question as to whether or not my party legislature is involved in this incident, from the reports that I have got, I understand that there was a group of 30 to 40 MLAs who were present at that very moment. But there is absolutely no clarity as to who were the particular MLAs who indulged in the act of actually assaulting this policeman. Therefore, I think it would be we would be preempting, we would be jumping the gun if we come to any sort of conclusion. Yes, but if at all any legislative member of my party is involved in this act, I am seriously, absolutely, this is unpardonable, uncalled for and unjustified, and the party will take appropriate action with regards to that. Insofar as this whole incident is concerned, we need to understand...
Rahul, these are very predictable, cagey, cautious, and to be very honest with you, Rahul, they are unconvincing arguments that you are putting forth. You lack the courage today to say that any MLA who is participating in this terrible act should be sacked. You've not said that. Let's get Shobha De in. Hear a citizen's voice, please. Hear a citizen's voice, because, enough is enough, Rahul. Shobha De, what do you think of what has happened?
Well, as we were given a little preamble to what actually took place, and we've seen it, so we didn't need Mr. Narvekar to make that little speech. We could all see for ourselves exactly how disgracefully the members behaved. But to say we will take appropriate action, I'd like to ask him what that appropriate action is going to be. Will they suspend the man? Will they expel him from the party? Will they take responsibility for his behavior? It's a bit disingenuous to talk about how do you know it was from someone from my party. There were so many people who were part of this assault. It's almost like, why are you picking on us? That does not justify gundaism and hooliganism. We've already heard what a fantastic history we have in Maharashtra of exemplary behavior. This is anything but. Apart from all of that, Mumbai cops have become soft targets. They're being attacked over and over again by politicians. It happened at Azad Maidan as well. I'd like to understand the people who condemned those attacks at Azad Maidan, including Mr. Raj Thackeray, will he condemn this attack equally tonight? Because he was very, very strong in his point of view at that time.
And will he sack those MLAs who've done it?
What do you mean by reprimand? What action will be taken? What action do you propose to take?
Mr. Arnab Goswami and Ms. Shobha De, if at all it is proved and it comes out that Shiv Sena MLAs had got nothing to do with this incident, will both of you all come on screen and apologize to the party for making baseless allegations against the party?
Please, this is not, we are not indulging in this kind of a debate here.
Mr. Rahul Narvekar, just 1 minute.
It's on camera. It's on camera, Mr. Narvekar.
Why try and be counter-aggressive tonight. It's not going to help.
So please
I would strongly suggest... I would strongly suggest, Mr. Rahul Narvekar, allow me please, unless you have determined not to let anyone speak. Mr. Rahul Narvekar, I would strongly suggest that on your smartphone, you quickly do a Google search on who are the group of eminent politicians who have beaten up this policeman. And then find out how many press reports mention anybody from your party. Right? And then you decide how you want to respond to it. I want to go to Baba Siddiqui next. Baba Siddiqui, your party MLA is not, I don't find him listed out in this, but is it true that this particular MLA supports the ruling coalition? And is that the reason why the ruling coalition is going soft on this man who, when caught for speeding, decided to beat up the policeman?
No, I have to answer two questions, Arnav. The first one is, any sane man would condemn this incident. What happened by the MLAs. But as you say, what we were given to understand by the concerned colleague MLA, that it was his driver who was speeding, and the driver was charged for 2 offences, which the CD he has given it to the press also. In fact, your media also has it, and where he provoked. And it is unfortunate that MLA took that task, which is regrettable. But at the same time, there is a privilege motion, which is a democratic right, which was used. I think so. That would have been a better option, which was also used. But unfortunately, all the MLAs across party lines went, which has to be condemned. And anything within the House, it is the Speaker who has to initiate the probe. And I am sure the Speaker is committed.
I am very sorry, Mr. Baba Siddiqui. I am very sorry, Mr. Baba Siddiqui. I think that can be a misuse of privilege. Tell me, Mr. Baba Siddiqui, you are caught for, suppose you are caught for over-speeding your car. I'm sorry, that's your personal problem. 1 minute. You are misusing your position as an MLA by filing a privilege against a policeman because you think he should not have caught you for 1 or 2 charges. It's a straightforward show of political strength and arrogance. YP Singh, what do you make of it? Is somebody overspeeding a matter of privilege?
The privilege is from the 16th century by the British Parliament. Thomas More was the one who initiated, Mr. Arnav. I can't hear you.
Go ahead, teach me British politics, then I'll give you a British response.
In the 16th century, that is the privilege. I am not talking about the incident, Arnav. I am talking about the privilege that has been. I have not seen the CD. You have seen the CD. So unless I see the CD, I will not be able to say the contents because I am not in a position. That is being told to us.
Mr. Baba Siddiqui,
to bring the fact.
Mr. Baba Siddiqui, my question to you is whatever the provocation.
Okay.
Whatever the provocation, you have no business beating up a policeman. That's as simple as that.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm saying that. I'm on the lines. What you are saying,
you cannot behave like gundas. Call the policeman to the assembly, file a privilege, and then thrash him.
What I'm trying to tell you, that we cannot. Nobody can behave like gundas, and the guilty should be punished, and the Speaker should initiate a probe against this.
So, if I was to beat up a policeman, I would be in jail tonight, Baba Siddiqui.
Exactly.
If I was to beat up a policeman along with 10 people, I would be in jail tonight.
Whoever is guilty.
If I were to even touch a person in uniform, if I were to touch his collar, I would be in jail tonight. Why are those MLAs not in jail?
So the same is applicable to the concerned MLA, and it has to be proven.
What proof are we talking about? Is there on camera?
Oh, fantastic.
It's on
YP
camera.
Singh, do you buy that?
What further
YP
proof?
Singh, do you buy that?
No, absolutely what Mr. Baba Siddiqui is saying is absolutely not consistent with the law. The law is very clear. It says that if for a particular act there is a particular mode of performance stipulated under the law, that procedure alone is required to be followed, and not other procedures like, oh, we regretted and we have a dismay and all these things. The procedure was very clear. It says if the police officer gets to know that a cognizable offence has been committed, he has to register FIR at once without delay. It was clearly a cognizable offence. 332 Indian Penal Code, hammering a public servant, a cop. It is a non-bailable offence. Cops were required to have registered the offence at once. 157 clearly says that the officer in charge of the police station should have gone and apprehended the culprits. Nothing of the sorts was gone. But what is more appalling to note is that as senior officers like spineless entities, instead of ensuring the rule of law prevailed and FIR was registered, they went with folded hands before their political bosses to protest as to what is happening and to seek their guidance in the matter, when the Supreme Court has clearly laid that the supervision of the government over the police is only with reference to administration. But when the police is performing its statutory functions, that has to be done independently based on merit. I think I would blame less the MLAs, but more the spineless senior officers of the police who did not ensure that the FIR was registered and the culprits were put behind bars. Now perhaps they are contemplating, or perhaps they have registered the FIR, but the million-dollar question is whether the 15 people against whom they are registering the FIR, will they be put behind bars, will they be in the lockup, will they take a police remand for 7 days to ensure that the investigation goes on well? I think this is something extremely appalling.
And if they are not, then who will have faith in governance? Okay, go ahead, Baba Siddiqui. I have to go to Shaina NC, but you want to give a quick rebut. Make it sharp and short. Your rebut to YP Singh.
What I'm.
Go ahead.
Short, YP Singh, what he is saying, exactly what I'm saying is, in the Vidhan Bhavan premises, the speaker is supreme. He should take necessary action. That is what I'm trying to say.
No, sorry.
That's not right.
If somebody murders somebody, he doesn't get an immunity. Sorry, Mr. Siddiqui. The rule says you only have to inform the procedure after arrest. You don't have to take a permission of the speaker to arrest.
Well, you.
He's right.
I mean,
He's
little
right.
knowledge what I have, I feel the speaker. Little knowledge what I have, the speaker has to take cognizance of it and take the action. That is what I could be wrong, but that is what I have done. Vidhan Bhavan premises, the speaker it is the
don't hide behind procedure.
It is the constitutional right of the speaker. That is to my knowledge. I may be wrong.
No, not at all. He only has
now
to
let me
inform
tell
somebody
you,
raped, somebody
don't hide
murdered.
behind procedure. Is it true, Shaina NC, that a Bharatiya Janata Party MLA was also part of the eminent politicians who were part of beating up this policeman? And may I ask you whether you have sacked this particular eminent politician from your party, whoever he is?
Well, let me first say that our leader of opposition, Eknath Khadse, has issued a notice, and I think we are the only political party that have chosen to act. Now, having said that, Arnab, I want to raise a bigger question, that where is our tolerance level, and especially in public life, presuming even if the police officer had been aggressive, it is the prerogative of the MLA in question to decide how he chooses to respond or react. Now, if the lawmaker is going to turn lawbreaker, and that too within the premises of the Vidhan Sabha, I think it's a shameful day for Maharashtra politics, as everyone has said. But the larger question here is that in public life, one expects lawmakers to be the ones who enact policy, yes, clearly, but who also show restraint. Because if everyone is going to react like this with officers,
no, have you sacked?
I think that
I answered your question.
I answered your question. We are the only party. Our leader of opposition, Mr. Eknath Khadse, has sent
they don't amount to very much.
Arnab, I did reply. The first thing I said is that our leader of opposition, Eknath Khadse, has sent a notice, but clearly there is a CCTV footage which needs to be viewed, and tomorrow, if he is guilty, he will be brought to task.
What is a notice?
A notice
What is a notice worth?
1 minute.
What is a notice worth? You give him a notice, he replies to the notice, you say very bad.
Arnab, when everyone else is discussing,
till you beat the next policeman.
When everyone else is going on this argument that we need to prove this person guilty or not, we are saying the CCTV footage is there, and tomorrow you will know if he was guilty or if he was just a bystander. Now, clearly you can have that as a logical argument from our point of view.
Who will determine that?
The CCTV footage will show.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you are hiding behind.
1 minute. I am not for 1 minute shielding anyone who is guilty.
A policeman. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm sorry, Shaina, you're on very weak ground tonight. You're on extremely weak ground. You're saying there's an investigation. I'm saying it has been proven because the protagonists have admitted we did beat up the policeman. They're saying we were provoked into beating. But it has been proven that they beat up the policeman. What is this whole inquiry and notice all about? You see the policeman out there. He's taken in an ambulance. He's been thrashed black and blue by a group of MLAs. What investigation is required?
Arnab, I said right
prove
in
that
the
he was
beginning
thrashed.
that nobody is justifying what has happened. If at all, every single voice condemns the same. But to sit on judgment here tonight without seeing the CCTV footage, I think would be jumping the gun.
Judgment. I am showing you footage. I am showing you footage of a policeman who was beaten. You are saying I am sitting in judgment. I don't know what rocket science it takes. Are you encouraging citizens to take the law into their own hands?
Please.
Do any of you want citizens to take the law into their own hands and do to the policemen what politicians are doing?
Don't twist and turn questions just to get a reply that you want to hear. Hear what somebody else is saying. What we are saying is that this is a shameful day for Maharashtra politics. Nobody wants your lawmakers to take law in their hand, and clearly in a house where policy decisions are taken, one doesn't want to see this kind of behavior from anybody across the board.
I'm sorry, but
now,
all of you are
having
on the
said
wrong
that,
track.
if somebody is guilty of being a bystander or even a participant,
feel about this.
Yes, one needs to take action.
You are not sensing. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Shaina, and I'm sorry, Baba Siddiqui and Rahul Narvekar, but I don't think you are sensing how strongly people feel about this. People are tired of being kicked around, of being pushed around, of politicians who treat police, the Aam Aadmi as someone who's to be kicked around and pushed around by their own bit of private security. They are tired of the way some politicians, it happens day after day, not in Bombay, it has happened in Kashmir, it has happened in so many places where policemen are at the mercy, and the Aam Aadmi is at the mercy of this arrogant behavior of politicians. I don't think you're sensing the public mood. Shobhade, do you think any of our political guests tonight are sensing how strongly people feel about this?
Not at all, Arnab. What they do, indulging in his wordplay of the worst kind, everybody can see through this. I understand that they're in a very difficult position. How can they defend the indefensible? But the point is, nobody is above the law. And today, Netagiri and Gundagiri seem to go hand in hand. We are seeing this over and over again, what we call the VVIP culture. We are seeing the arrogance that power breeds. We are seeing people taking law into their own hands. And we are seeing these disgraceful scenes in a public space, caught on CCTV cameras for the world to see, for other citizens to see. These are the people who are elected representatives. What is the CM going to do about it? It's not enough to say this is terrible. What is the deputy CM going to do about it? Is any action going to be taken against these people? I completely agree with YP saying there is a rule book in place, and these people should be behind bars like anybody else would be behind bars. But we are making excuses for them. We are hiding behind all kinds of obscure quotations from Thomas More, 16th century. This is ridiculous. And this is just playing for time and hiding behind a very thin veil of total hypocrisy. Admitted they were wrong, admitted that they will be charged, admitted that they will be expelled from the party, admitted that they are not above the law, and they will be jailed if found guilty. That this is the course of action that should be taken in a democracy. There's no point in
no, I have a question for Baba Siddiqui. I have a question for Baba Siddiqui. Baba Siddiqui, my question is therefore, I'm not going to quote any British politician, philosopher or poet to you. I will give you a real example. In March 2012, that is about 1 year back, an MLA from your party slapped a traffic police constable who objected to her vehicle passing through a one-way road. Okay? Exactly this happened. The MLA was stopped. The MLAs, with their own sense of conceit, feel very important. I'm not making a general observation. The MLA gets down and slaps the police constable. There are 3 people sitting with her in the car. They also come down and they also start slapping this policeman. The policeman files an FIR against the MLA. Tell me today why there has been no follow-up in that case. It's been 1 year. What follow-up are we talking about?
Well, I would not know of this incident, but law should take its course.
Law doesn't take its course? Why did the law not take its course?
I want to say something on it.
If you say FIR is registered, then the law should take its course. It's very simple as that.
Well, the law does not take its course. And now that these MLAs obviously thrashed the policemen and did this, thought they would get away with it.
The law should take its course because what you are quoting an incident is not known to me. Which MLA you are referring to?
I can cite cases from Uttar Pradesh where a BSP MLA slaps a constable when he's stopped. I can cite examples of a minister who slaps a sub-inspector in Jammu and Kashmir. This is not unique to Mumbai. It's a national affliction. Rahul Narvekar, accept the fact this is a national affliction. The pride of some politicians has gone to such a point. If a policeman stops them, they feel, tremendously hurt.
Okay, now
they wonder why they are not being treated like BDS.
Just listen to what the other fellow panelists have to say. You either don't understand the language we are speaking or you prefer not to understand the language we are speaking. For the simple reason, everyone on this panel today
no,
has
Rahul, there is no point trying to get aggressive with me. There is no point trying to get aggressive with me. Get straight to the point here today. I thought that you would actually ask why no action was taken in March since March 2012. Counter-aggression will just not wash. You know that. So don't try that. Answer the question. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a simple question? Who is the investigating authority in the state? The police department. The police department today has filed an FIR. Do you know who is the FIR filed against? The FIR is filed against Mr. Ram Kadam, Mr. Kshitiz Thakur and 14 to 15 other unidentified MLAs. If the authorities have not been able to establish who are these MLAs, are you trying to say that you are above the investigating agencies and you very well know that a Shiv Sena legislature or a BJP legislature or any other party legislature is involved? So please don't do this tactic of creating a hype, sensationalizing an issue for no reason.
Do not try and justify beating a policeman on television. And let me tell you something, Rahul Narvekar. Let me tell you something, Rahul Narvekar. Let me tell you where accountability must go. One second. Don't. You have to listen sometimes. You've come on a TV show, you've got to listen to the question. You've got to listen to the question. You have to listen to the question and remember this, Rahul Narvekar. Times have changed. People will ask you the questions. And you must have the patience to listen to the questions. Remember, times have changed. You cannot get away by doing what you may have wanted to. And today, politicians will have to have their feet on the ground and be a little humble. I want to tell you, Rahul Narvekar, that there is a British politician. Have you heard of Christopher Murray Paul Hune? Have you heard of this man?
Go on.
Have you heard of him? And do you know why I'm referring to it? Let me tell you. This man is a top British politician who was about to be the head of the Liberal Democrat Party. About to be the head, which means one of the top 5 politicians in the United Kingdom. Do you know, Rahul Narvekar, where he is right now? You don't know. So I'll tell you, he's a convict. He's in jail. He's in a jail called HMP Wandsworth in the United Kingdom. And the third question is very pertinent. Listen please. Do you know why he is in jail? He is in jail because in 2003, he oversped his car. This man, a top British politician, is in jail because in 2003, he crossed the speed limit. Do you get the point, Rahul?
Mr. Arnab Goswami,
you get the point.
When have I or anyone on this panel not condemned this incident? We are all saying what has happened is wrong. But why are you jumping the gun and blaming any individual? There is absolutely no ways about it that what has happened is not acceptable. And action has to be taken, strict action has to be taken. But the way you are going about things, you are trying to hold someone guilty before the investigating authorities have even named him in the FIR. Why can't you wait for the investigation to take place?
I am asking a simple question. Don't be so defensive. I am 1 minute.
No, I am not. I am
1 minute,
practical.
Rahul Narvekar.
I believe in natural justice, which you don't believe in.
MLA, why are you getting so defensive? Why are you getting so defensive? The question that I am asking here today is simply this. That do politicians, when they do these things, do they think they are above the law? It's just about getting feet on the ground, that's all. So don't get so defensive.
Such politicians,
you have to defend a Shiv Sena MP.
such politicians should be taught a lesson.
Shobhade wants
No,
to say something.
Such politicians should be taught a lesson.
Listen to the other
they
side,
should be
Rahul.
taken to book. They should not be spared.
Well, I'm glad to hear Rahul Narvekar saying that politicians should be taught a lesson. That's the first very sensible thing that he has said on tonight's discussion. The point is, Arnab, we're talking about
Because
a
you've
British
not
guy
understood the rest.
going into jail for a speeding offence. Here, our politicians get away literally with murder, with rape, with worse acts. I mean, they with criminal acts. So you think these guys, and I'm not, I'm not finger pointing at any one party and any one person. You think that something is really going to come off this? What is R.R. Patil saying? Has he said anything at all that convinces the people of Maharashtra and of India that action will be taken against the guilty? Everybody on this panel tonight representing some political interest or the other, they're busy talking around the issue and just indulging in rhetoric which has zero meaning, whether it's Narvekar or anybody else. But the law is the law and nobody should be spared. The arrogance of the ruling class has got to be recognized for what it is. They really do think that they can completely ride roughshod, that the laws do not apply to them. But times, as you said, have changed. And they better wake up and see it. Wake up.
And I'm saying this with all seriousness. Shobha, I'm saying this with all seriousness and with a lot of concern. I'm not trying to say this MLA or that MLA is the one responsible. Let them find out who's responsible. But you know, Shaina, I see your hand raised there. This does not happen anywhere. Nowhere in the world. Nowhere in the world on this planet, the elected politicians, when they are caught for speeding, catch the policeman, file privilege, get the policeman in the assembly and thrash him. This happens nowhere in the world. I challenge you to find a place in the world where this happens.
And this is going to increase unless we raise our voices right now, and these guys are going to be punished the way they deserve to be punished, or it will carry on. They will get instigated. They will feel they can get away with it, and we are going to see more such attacks. We've seen them in the past. If no action is taken, this is going to continue.
May I make a brief point, Arnab?
Let's see tomorrow whether
I just want to say that this kind of aggression, everyone is unanimous that it cannot be accepted in public life. But more importantly is the question is what action is going to be taken against the MLA tomorrow, which is a question you need to ask to the government. More importantly, that every time we've seen, a man in office, rather anybody in the police force being treated such as this is a really bad signal in public. What kind of a message are you sending into society that you can get away only because you are in a position of power? So I think tomorrow is extremely crucial because the government needs to be proactive. Yeah. If they are going to view this as one more independent MLA who is supporting and
let's see what the Congress does.
That is very important, and that question needs to be raised immediately.
Let's see what the Congress does.
Arnab, they will
let's see what the Congress does. All eyes on the Congress tomorrow. Let's see what they do.
They will talk about an inquiry. We will look into it. The youth
Baba Siddiqui, last point, Baba Siddiqui, last point.
We have all condemned the incident, but we can't be judgmental in media today because law will take its own course. That is all what I have to say.
We hear it all the time. It's just
we are one of the largest democracies in the world. So obviously everything will be done according to law. You can't just crucify anybody unless law should take its course.
But Baba Siddiqui, this oldest civilization, this largest democracy runs by the rule of law. I'm not standing in judgment and saying this or that MLA has done it, but some MLAs have done it, and this does not happen anywhere else in the world. No politician anywhere else in the world dares to do that to anyone, not a citizen, leave alone a politician.
You cannot attack the police, you cannot attack the cops. Do that and it will lead to complete anarchy. You cannot do it. Period. You cannot attack a policeman who's doing his duty. It's as simple as that. And if you do it, you have to be punished for it. Immediately.
But
You
at
just
the-
cannot
at
touch.
the show
You
which
cannot
is
touch. You
convention.
cannot
That's
touch
right.
anyone in uniform. You cannot touch anyone in
That's right.
uniform.
You can't
I
say you
respect a
hang
person
That
in uniform.
message
I may
has to get
disagree
through
with
to
him.
you guys.
I pay the fine. I get along. If I have a severe problem, I take him to court. I don't thrash a person in uniform.
Take its course.
I just don't do
We
it.
are in a
And just
democracy.
And none
one
of us have the
quick
right to
point,
do it.
let's not waste time in
the law will take its
assembly
course is an
where
old
you
line.
summon a cop and you waste public
well,
time which needs to be
I-
discussed on serious issues to settle your personal vendetta.
No, I think this is so appalling what has happened here today. And I just want to ask one question. One question before I go into a break. This whole business of law will take its course. Sure, Mr. Siddiqui, this whole business of law will take its course. Is that the only answer that we need to give to the people of this country? You're the lawmakers. You
And
break the
breakers
law,
too.
what course will the law take?
Doesn't
Thank you, ladies
cost
and
much.
gentlemen. We are all
An
equally
apology-
concerned
an
about it.
apology
Let's see where
would
the
help.
story goes. We for sure are going to follow this.